CLion, a cross-platform IDE for C and C++. Download now.
This talk is about using a helper header that is required for you to follow the latest edition of the programming book of Bjarne Stroustrup, the creator of C++. So, it took me a while to do the exercises. So this talk is about saving you time and not having the same issues that I faced with that. So this book, the third edition, it's intended to work with C++20 and C++23. So for macOS, you need at least the Sonoma version that is the minimum requirement of Xcode 16.2. The reason is because Xcode 16.2 has the Clang 16 support, so you will be able to do the exercises with C++20, except, and the biggest disappointment is modules are not supported yet. And also the C++23 support is limited. This will change with Xcode 16.3, which will come with Clang 17. So yeah, the newest version was released on the last year, maybe 6 months ago or less. And you need two different header files to work with macOS that are on this webpage, the official webpage of the author, where you can buy the book and see some history behind it. Apparently it's fairly easy. Just copy, download the files, and that's it, right? But first, the editor I choose to work with is CLion. So you don't need to do more than that if you are using the Apple Clang toolchain. If you want to support GCC compiler, it's another story of double scope, but it's possible. So that's it, right? Well, no, unfortunately, no. So when you create a new project, you will have the CMake list by default, and your main entry point, which is the main CPP. The first example from the book is this one. So you have to include the header file, the helper, and just print it out to the stream. It should work. No. Well, this is the original file I downloaded from the web page, and this indicates me some errors. So let's see. It doesn't find this library. Sorry, the string from the standard library. This one. So, there are some speculations around the web. If you go to some forums, that this is intended for you to start debugging or being familiar with the editor, but I don't think so. But anyways, so we see that we have an error on line 86 and line 88. Now let's see if that solves the error. So yep. So as I mentioned it earlier at the very beginning, when I bought the book and I started playing around with the very first exercises, they didn't work. It took me an afternoon to figure it out, how to uh, work with those header files that apparently work for every platform, Microsoft Windows, macOS, or Linux. But as you can see, at least on macOS, you have to do this minimal change. So yeah, and now that's it. You can continue to the rest of the work. The book, if you buy it. Also, it doesn't matter when you set the standard to 20 or 23. That work for every other example that are on the book. Yeah. Thanks, everyone.